Doing some self-promote. Alright, let's just continue. It's gonna be a short stream today. Hey Bohunk, how you doing? Short stream today, like 2.5 hours, because I gotta go get my dogs. I miss my dogs. Anytime Voidborn character scores a critical hit, there's a chance to double the damage. Hell yeah. Weapon skill. Cost 8 wounds to use. Blade Dancer faces a side of their choice and immediately ends their turn. Till the beginning of the Blade Dancer's next turn, they can dodge area attacks without moving, are immune to all types of forced movement, gain 20% parry against attacks from that side. They can now parry attacks made against adjacent allies under the effect of Veil of Blades. Blade Dancer can even parry ranged attacks. Holy shit. Except ranged area attacks. Dogs are ready to see daddy. Didn't realize how much Lemon does not want to sleep alone. Yeah, she doesn't like sleeping alone. What, did she snuggle up with you last night? There's a chance a parry range attack is calculated as if it were a melee attack, where the attacker's weapon skill is equal to the... Okay. Oh, shit. Blade Dancer selects an ally until the end of combat. Attacks made by the Blade Dancer against enemies who have already attacked the ally gain 15% critical hit chance. Blade Dancer immediately returns to the cell where they started their turn. This movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity. If Blade Dancer used Death from above this turn, this movement repeats all uses of this ability in reverse. Oh, hell yeah. Athletics. Weapon skill. Okay. Blade in his hand. Any Blade Dancer attacks made with the sword deal agility bonus. Okay. Okay. The attack made by Blade Dancer increases the damage of all subsequent attacks they make this turn. by 5%. This effect stacks up to 3 times. Okay. Okay, so if I do multiple attacks, it's considered a single attack. Gotcha. I like Race Against Death. Do Athletics. Avoid one character has 50% more wounds. All chances of all creatures, including enemies in the 3-cell radius, are increased by 10%. Just a flesh wound. Immediately heals to full. The cost of abilities and that cost wounds is still in. Okay. Also grants Blade Dancer +4 additional charges of a death from above until the end of combat. Holy crap. Okay, it has to be that one. No less than one. Gotcha. Rising tempo. Agility. Oh, these cost 10 wounds now? Alright, let's do Veil Blades. Blinding Blades. Okay. Eight to 12. Okay. 7 to 9. 6 to 8. Two-handed melee weapon. Anti be equipped. Okay. What about me? Twelve to 16, 8 to 16. Oh wait. 10 to 15. Okay. Add to cargo. There you go. Alright, I think that. Take a grenade. Take a grenade. Take another grenade. You. Get nothing. Take a grenade. I'll give you a grenade, why not? Give you a couple grenades. Whoops. Okay. Okay, I can't add that to cargo. That's just a regular staff. As pistol. For auto pistol. Flamer. Las guns. Long glass. Long las. Ah, actually does better than my other sniper. Oh wait, actually, bring that back. Bring that back. Okay, now we go to inventory. Alright. The wearer's range attack hits an enemy. The wearer gains 5% bonus to critical hit chance. I feel like you should have that. Tactical goggles. Deals damage with Target's weapon skill and ballistic skill. Ah. All attacks of opportunity deal an additional. Ooh. Oh. Maybe I'll hold that for someone. Because he's not getting close to people. Alright, now here we are. Mall is done printing, and the glue arrived yesterday. Nice. Finally had to go to my room, get on the bed. Alright, this is where we talk to them all. Things are going good now that, you know,
Forge ahead.
there aren't a bunch of murderers, you know, murdering. Even if it is in the Emperor's name. Alright. I was about to say, can't be. We scrubbed the deck 3 times right before the rogue trader came. Boy, take me. The captain will have our heads. This the welcome you give the rogue trader? Abelard's nostrils flare in anger. Whoever had the audacity to leave it behind this appalling symbol, I will see to it that the Master at Arms calls them to account herself. Corner of the captain's mouth twitches nervously as he mutters, "Damn those. How did they even..." Adira? You have seen this sort of symbol before. Death cultists carve bleeding marks like this into their own skin. Cabela. Cabela carves the same symbol on the back of her hand with a knife and whispers a prayer. Bowman Arbitrator Rohal, remember this sign. It is the beginning of your quest, the first blood trail. Ah. Got it. Thought it might have been a threat or a warning. Alright, do you know what this mark is? Or resembles one of the symbols associated with the blood-spun web. What was it called again? The Song of Trailing Blood, I think? It's a prayer familiar to many in this compartment. We've heard spinners say it when they, well, perform their signature acts of service to the Emperor. Renzo takes a deep breath. The soundless shadows sank into the dark, lashed feet crescendo, a fatal dance, blade song in tempo, each edge in an echo. Twin odes to death throes, now on her sacred blood, as she once trod the backs of foes, tread countless souls, but none who know. soundless shadow sank into the dark, slash feet crescendo, a fatal dance. Blade song and tempo, each edge and echo, twin odes to death throes. Now on her sacred blood, as she once trod the backs of foes, spread countless souls but none who know. What is the Song of Trailing Blood? From what I could tell, it's something like prayer with several verses that tell about the life of one of the cult saints. Ariane, or the matriarch spider, as they call it. In other words, it is an invitation. It is only too obvious that cultists obsessed with mysticism would never use prose to mark the way to their temple. They are too fond of their obscure chants and cryptic verses. So I'm invited to follow the trail of blood, it seems. I accept the spinner's invitation. I hope you find what you are looking for and return to the upper deck safely, Lord Captain. Okay.
Upper deckers avoid coming here. But how can one live aboard the flagship only to turn one's back on the core that gives it life?
That's what I'm saying.
This core can just as easily take a life too. Especially if someone around here takes a fancy to your boots.
Venture forth.
Let's have files for the work cycle. Do you have any idea how much it costs? There, 57 ration cards. That's all I've got, I swear. Spent the rest on rot gut again, I'm guessing. I'm not doing you any more favors. Give up the drink or get used to life in the pestilence pit. I hope you get hit by a train. Are we not paying our men well enough to eat? That's what I just saw. Well, hold on, wait, can I... Okay. Nothing to interact with here, right? Okay. What in the hell? What in the hell is happening here? What? Mercy, please save me. The young man gasped for air through burnt lips, slipping in and out of delirium. His skin is dripping from his gaunt body like melted wax from a candle. His eyes somehow intact, alive, clear, and filled with pain, stare at you from under his caked eyelids. Who are you and what happened to you? I'm Vale, a cleaner. I was in my house asleep. The forcers came, set fire to it. I didn't make it out in time. I wonder how long he's been sitting here like this. A watch? 3? Whispers say nobody cares because he didn't matter, but they also say he's somehow supposed to matter to us. Strange. Alright. Get some enforcers and Medicaid personnel in here now. This man is in need of a revival. Once he is recovered, assign him to be a scribe's apprentice. He's too badly injured to go back to a worker's life. A blissful smile twists the man's lips and terror forms at the corner of his ruined eye sockets. God, Emperor, has sent you to save me. You are his light. You are his grace. Thank you. Thank you for not leaving me here. Never forget the mercy that Lord Captain has granted you. When the Undying One is ready to accept a soul, it must be sent forth, and so it will be freed from the torment of the flesh. Yet you have chosen to prolong this one's suffering? Your intentions perplex me. Prolong this one's suffering. You have an interesting look on this world, Cabela. He is a servant of the Emperor. Why would I get rid of a servant of the Emperor? We need more servants of the Emperor. He will find use as a scribe now. Better than him just being dead, or he is not useful at all. Alright, tell me about the mark next to you. Tries to turn his head, his blackened skin crunching as it opens into scarlet cracks. A spinner came. He painted the symbol. Then he gave me water and whispered a strange verse. He told me to memorize it and to recite it later, so that help would come. And here you are. Then I should. Begins to whisper, his lips twisted in pain. To suit smirched soul, her mercy she did grant. Last breath expressed, knife met heart, removed from chest, passed on to death. Her duty blessed, a balm for those who suffer anguish and distress, a longing brought to rest, of mortal bonds the soul divest. A hospital? Doctor's office? Morgue? The crux of this test is clear. In order to follow the saint's footsteps, you are supposed to kill the young man and thus release him from his suffering. Cultists want to see if you understand the philosophy of those you seek. Your outstanding intellect is known beyond the bounds of your home system. Help is on the way. Hold on just a little longer. Of course, thank you. Okay, can you guys tell me why the fuck you set fire to this place? Lord Captain, the enforcer quickly puts the safety on the flamer and points the nozzle away from you. How may I serve you? What are you doing? Burning the poor shacks, Lord Captain. The rabble build them, cutting off the air supply next to the bay and making it difficult for the Inferni to work. We told the serfs to get out of here time after time, but they won't listen. Captain Frenzo has ordered everything to be burned down and afterward this area to be sealed off. Wait, hold on. What do you mean sealed off? Thought you were burning the houses to unseal it. I have no questions. Where's the airflow? That's just a door. Oh, is this the airflow pipes? Like right here? Right here? What in the actual fuck?
Let's seize the moment.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Okay. You make the barely make out crudely scribed words on the note. Then pass the marketplace. Make sure that the enforcer you'll root entire entire operation on the tracks find a little gift for, give it to him and you'll see for yourself. Marketplace. Somewhere on the tracks behind. Greasy stacks of each card entitling the holder to one portion of rationed protein and a mug of water.
An expected result.
Like, why are we... Alright, you guys keep burning. Beggar. Loot player. Alright, what's... Your lordship, spare a throne for those who can't even get the worst Josh. Group of beggars are rattling their alms mugs, ostentatiously displaying their hunger-sunken bellies. Various disfigurements, toothless man. Okay. Let your bellies be full tonight. Praise the Lord, Captain. There you go. How the hell do I get down there? Group of gawkers are crowding around makeshift stage watching. Okay. Pushes his forehead, hands wrapped around worn leather gloves. Plays a tune, handmade flute. Ah. Several workers attempt empty their pockets and start throwing ration cards, bolt nuts, and even a few power panels into a small chest next to the board. The flute player winks at the crowd and switches to a different tune. Rat squeaks excitedly and starts rolling the colorful balls and the players have chosen around. A maze of tunnels on the board, but not a single one reaches the goal. Hole marked with a red circle. Rat just rolls all the balls off the board or into dead ends. Once the first group of players get their hopes dashed and leave empty-handed, new workers immediately take their place. Watch the rat. Awareness test succeeded. Rat scurries around the board, spurred on by the flute. Movement appears erratic at first glance, but after a while you notice how consistently the balls seem to miss the goal at the very last moment. While the rat's clumsy, amusing scampering distracts the spectators. Its nimble tail directs the balls away from the hole. Rat's movements from the flicks of its tail to when and where it pushes the ball obey its master's wordless commands with uncanny precision. The notes, the pauses, the rhythm, every part of the melody serves as a signal to the flute player's tiny assistant. Solve the mystery of the trick by analyzing individual elements. Your mind eliminates all irrelevant factors, the ruffling of cars, the clamor of bolt nuts, the excited gestures of naive folk believing in luck where calculation reigns. There is only the game and its structural components, a skillfully crafted melody, and a trained pet that is smarter than it looks. While others hear music, you discern a series of coded directives being issued to the flute player's tiny accomplice. The rat distracts the spectators with a show of clumsiness while precisely following the master's commands. This is how the balls just happen to roll past the goal, much to the chagrin of the participants. Fine show. The crowd, which has been too absorbed in the performance to notice your presence, turns to you, expressions of frightful awe appearing on their workers' faces. Many start whispering prayers. Flute player's clear eyes widen in surprise. Then, with an open and friendly smile, he says, "Many a grand story of Lord Captain's generosity is told, and I swear on my own flute, today I will add another. To a fortune peddler, the Lord Captain's grace is a gift from fate itself." He applauds me with gratitude. Workers timidly join him. Perhaps you would like to trade some of the captain's fortune of yours, your lordship? Um, what's your name? I am but one of many. Man gestures broadly at the teeming station, a voice in the crowd, cog in the mechanism. His humble servant, flute player is all they call me, because that's what I am. I make up tunes and give people respite after a hard day's work. Okay. That's a cool looking flute. How did you get it? My mother loved music. She used to hum beautiful melodies to me, and when she passed away, I carved this flute from her hip bone and learned to play. Ah! Out of sorrow and respect for her memory. Are you suggesting we play a game? Please bless our little lark with your attention. Okay, explain the rules of the game to me. Simple. On the board, you play with fate. Use a ball and give it bolts. Give it to Bolts, my rat. He rolls your ball into the pocket marked in a red within 3 minutes. You win. If she doesn't, you lose. Simple. Now, I'm the Lord Captain. I can't lose. So do I cheat? Or do I play fair? Cheat or play fair? If I cheat, then I'm pretty sure they'll be like, holy shit, this guy's so great. I'm so glad he's our captain. He won the game. No one's winning. If I play fair, there's a chance I lose. Play fair? You know, alright, fine. Fine. We'll play fair. Man readies his flute and the rat dives under the board. You hear clawed feet scrambling against the crate, and a few moments later, a green ball pops out of the center. Rat almost manages to get the ball into the hole, but sharply changes direction right at the last moment. Then it happens again and again. At last, the ball hits a dead end, signifying your defeat. Another round, your lordship? You know, I've heard wise visitors from higher up say that this little game offers more than just amusement. They say it's an opportunity to test different strategies, to learn about others and yourself. Now cheat. Yep. Alright. Man readies his flute and the rat dives under the board. You hear Claude scrambling. A few moments later, green ball. You've already seen the flute player's performance. You listen to him play and watch the rat closely. Then at a certain point, you start tapping your fingers on the edge of the crate, adding your own rhythm to the tune. The rat scrambles in confusion, mistaking your commands for those of its master, and starts rolling the ball toward the goal. When the ball drops into the red hole, a few impressed whistles come from the crowd, and the flute player laughs heartily. Cleverly done, your lordship. Well, I had no doubt that you would be a worthy opponent, and your strategy, I think I will keep it in mind for my future games. I'm gonna keep him around. Here, for the entertainment. Thank you for your generous gift. These folks will shower me in ration cards to get their hands on something that belonged to your lordship. Fortune gave me the brightest of its smiles today. I hope you have enjoyed yourself. I certainly won't forget my fateful meeting with the Lord Captain. Alright, play one of the local favorites for me while I leave. Smiles mysteriously and brings the flute to his lips. Simple, brisk melody pours out of the instrument. The glum faces of the workers and traders soften a little, and the tunnels around you seem less squalid than before. Long after the music has stopped, many continue to whistle the unassuming ditty. A flute needs no words to sing, but I'm curious to know what story your melody tells. Awkwardly adjusts his goggles on his forehead. The story of a simple man from the lower decks, honest with himself and others. He risks his life to protect the oppressed from those corrupted by power. He takes from the rich and gives to the needy. He helps without asking in return. Nemesis hero of tales. Admired by children and grown folk alike. May good times come for you one day, and then there will be no need for songs about fighting injustice. In the meantime, strive to lift the people's spirits, flute player. For a humble servant, there is no greater reward than his lord's approval. I will try my best to inspire as many of your subjects with music as I can. That's not something I could loot? Okay. What the hell is this? Commerce.
Perfect.
Judging by the merchant's round, well-fed face, a rusty junk laid out on the counter is merely a smokescreen for the more valuable and likely illegal goods that are now hidden from idle glances. Okay. Another 20 of our folk torched along with their shacks. Ooh, goods. Oh, hell yeah. Drink injectors. Dead man. Excuse me, why are you a dead man? Okay, a sinewy middle-aged man watches the bustle of the bay with a detached expression every so often whenever his eyes linger on the blood mark inscribed nearby. What? What blood mark? Oh. Uh, his face changes strangely and his hands clench into fists. Just as you begin to hear the rumble of an approaching train, the man's gaze turns towards the tracks and he leans forward. What do you think you are doing? What? I didn't. The man starts and almost falls, but manages to keep his balance. In the dim lumen light, you notice old scars scattered across his body, scars vaguely familiar. I am registering that this unit's intention to use the train tracks for purpose other than those intended by their design. I categorically demand that the unit's self-disposal be carried out using methods that do not violate the catechism of maintenance and operation. Look at the man's scars. Scars are all varying length, width, and depth and shape. However, you notice a pattern in the way scars are aligned, as well as series of faded symbols on the man's rough skin. Death cultists bear similar marks on their bodies. 1 second. But spinners are constantly renewing their wounds, while this man looks long since healed. Your eyes always return to that blood symbol. What do you know about it? The symbol of the blood-spun web. I come here every watch, but it hasn't been here before now. I guess today must be a special day. And the man's faded eyes go wide as he notices Cabela. His voice quivers. You have come to take me to the other side. I do not know you. Death's gaze is not upon you. But then why? Why is it here? Alright. You know the symbols of the blood-spun web? You bear similar scars. Are you a spinner? I was, but I failed to complete my final assignment, so I was exiled from the cult. The Vizier told me to kill the one who would be us at certain junction of the utility tunnels at a certain hour. I went to the appointed spot, then I waited an hour, 2, 5. Junction was still empty. Nobody came. After hours of waiting, I finally realized the person at the junction had been me the whole time. It was my turn to go to the Undying One. But I was afraid, and I couldn't do my duty. I ran. And the spinners simply let you go? They made no attempts to find you and kill you? There was no pursuit. Thought I'd see their black blades the very next day. Instead, years passed without them taking my heart. I tried starting a new life, but the terror never stopped eating away at me. When I got truly desperate, I went to the Temple of Death myself, but no one there would speak to me. When I gave them my name, they just whispered, "That bride has gone to the Undying One." They looked through me like I wasn't even there. I lived like this for 20 years, like a coward, like a dead man. How were you ordered to die? Man looks at you, but some would choose to leave the righteous path. These earn penance in due time. Her whip sings vengeance on renegade menace. Her blades pass sentence, for cowards seek to hide their hearts, but death makes no pretendence. Takes what is due in essence. He stops, then adds hoarsely, the third verse of the Song of Trailing Blood. The Vizier recited it to me before sending me on my final assignment. I didn't realize it at the time that it was my judgment. Another verse, another step along the trail of blood. The riddle is trivial. It is time for death to take what is due, and the Vizier is waiting expectantly for you to carry out the sentence he had passed years ago. There were plenty of reasons I sowed death. I offered him the souls of the most pleasing men and women I could find because it kindled my passions. I killed well-off crewmen who didn't deserve their wealth, and I took their thrones. Killed enforcers who looked into my eyes without fear because I wanted to be feared. I reveled in bloodshed. I betrayed the tenants. I realized it, but I couldn't help it because I enjoyed it. Oh, you poor thing. I think I'm gonna cry. You couldn't stop slicing up people. That must have been so hard for you. Even my whispers have nothing to say to a pathetic tale like that. I bet they're thinking, what a lousy self-absorbed sack of scum. You are a coward and a butcher of the innocent. I will purge my ship of your existence. Man does nothing to stop you. He even leans closer to the rails, accepting his fate, the smile on his face. The Undying One is death. Get out of here! Sparta! Truly, it is better to die for him than to live for yourself. This he forgot.
My
marching ahead. Now that's interesting.
Hey, is there anything I can help with? Nope. Okay.
Stay sharp.
What the hell is going on here? How many times do I need to tell you, ungrateful maggots? Mistakes must be paid for. Have mercy. In the throne's name, I beg of you. A battered worker throws himself at your feet and touches the toe of your boot with his dirty palms. Your gracious lordship, hand of the god emperor, save your unworthy servant. Get lost. Enforcer's heavy baton pummels the man's back and shoulder several times. His bones crack audibly. The sound of breaking bones, the man's cries, and the enforcer's hateful laughter remind you of what you went through yourself. I lived through torture sometime in my distant past. Too vividly and too painfully. Echo of torment effect. Duration permanent. My sincerest apologies, Lord Captain. Your boot, I'll clean it right away. The murmur of discontent breaks out among the gawkers who have gathered around. None of the workers dare come closer, but the anger on their faces is plain to see. I intend to hear this man out. Your lordship, I work hard, never even take breaks to rest, and all I earn is 7 ration cards with 15 mouths to feed back home. 15 mouths? What the fuck? Why the hell are you fucking so much? Like, why do you, what? You gotta think about this, man. Like, you should have stopped at 3. Why are you all fuck? Do we not have condoms on my ship? Condoms, birth control? Abelard. Abelard. And condoms, birth... Abelard doesn't know. Ugh. $15 kids? The enforcers shake me down every shift just like they do every other honest hard worker who would shake you down. Enough whining. You and your pals lifted a box of Nutri-Bars a few watches ago and 2 canisters of water before that. I didn't beat the life out of you because I took pity on you. And this is the thanks I get? I guaranteed the hub for 20 watches. Oh, you quarantined the hub for 20 watches and refused to give out rations if we didn't have cards. Cards we had no way to earn. And today you earned 15 cards in a single shift because you do the work of 3 people, right? Or did you take your pals to a dark corner somewhere, do them in, and take their share? I didn't do them in. It wasn't at... Oh. Well, well, well. That's one thing we gotta learn while living in this universe. The grim, dark future. There's not many good guys. Didn't do them in, huh? Add a note of sagely depth to your voice. Society, see, is much like a boot. Its toe proudly directs the foot of the Imperium forward, and yet it needs a soul to stand on. You are the soul, good people. That you are down here choking on dirt without ever seeing a sliver of light is not the result of someone's ill will, but rather it is the logical order of the world. I hope that understanding this fact will help you make peace with your destiny and free you of all spite. Okay, am I to understand the enforcers are appropriating earnings from the workers after their shifts? We appropriate nothing. We just monitor and redistribute. The enforcer mutters gloomily. The rebel are lying and thieving lot. We have instructions to stay alert for people holding more than the standard amount of ration cards to prevent supply embezzlement and famine. What the hell is going on? Why are there not enough ration cards on my ship? Everyone needs to be fed. Why would I have people on my ship just to starve and die? They're no use to me then. They do take our cards, your lordship, and then they grow fat using them for themselves. Where's his accusation? Seems unable to believe his stroke of luck. Okay. This is difficult. All right, I don't think I'm going to be able to like get the best solution here. Like right now, how do we know this guy didn't kill his friends? Alright. I'm gonna sweep this under the rug so I can get back to work. Return the cards and do not dare abuse your position again. A sullen, red-bearded man with keen black eyes draws your attention. His oddly piercing gaze seemed to size you up the whole time while you were speaking. But now he has hastened to conceal himself behind the gawkers. The next thing you know, you're watching him hurry deeper into the tunnels. Red-bearded man with keen black eyes. May the God Emperor protect you and all of House Von Valentius, Lord Captain. Greetings, goods.
Venture forth.
Is there anything over here? Nope. Alright, move container.
Compared to naval service, that was
The air
barely
skin
a
does not budge
challenge.
an inch, but you heard, what? Turn each shift railway hubs direct thousands of containers, rotators, cargo, okay.
Let's see this through.
Okay, what? Nothing in there? Uh-huh, athletics.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Goods. Corpse starch. Yeah. There we go.
Forge ahead. Never linger.
The boot print smudged the symbol lightly.
Operation successful. Let's seize the moment.
Okay, game auto saved. But hey, what? Thief leader. Several people are eagerly rummaging through a rack filled with weapons from the enforcer's arsenal. A big man with a pocketed, pockmarked face is first to react to your presence. He attracts the others' attention with a piercing whistle and barks out, "Who are you?" There's not supposed to be anyone here. Oh, it doesn't matter. Identify yourself. Awareness. Makeshift armor peeks out from beneath their ragged clothes, and battered weaponry displays a patch work of crude repairs. The group stares longingly at the rack where the good steel gleams, restlessly clutching their humble weapons. Notice that the little finger on every person's right hand has been cut off. Hardly a coincidence. Abelard, help these wretches realize the full extent of their unenviable position. Before you stands Lord Captain Arbitrator Royal Hall von Valencius, master of this vessel and everything on it, including those goods you are pawning at with your unwashed hands, and your miserable lives as well. The people turn to stare at you in disbelief and exchange heated whispers. The excitement is interrupted by the leader's roar. What are you gawping at? Hurry up and bend your backs as is right and proper. Your lordship, you must excuse these blockheads. I was taken back myself. It is not every day you see the rogue trader in the flesh, and as for this, the man casts a grim glance at the rack. I won't insult you by denying it. You've caught us red-handed. Well, they're off to a good start already. They showed respect, they bowed. Maybe a quick execution. Maybe I should learn a bit more before I am unable to learn more. Who are you? The Hard Nines, a gang. A brotherhood. From Transport Bay 9. Don't think we're parasites. We do our bit for the prosperity of the ship. We're sort of assistants to the enforcers. Self-appointed. We make sure that the order is maintained in compartments where the enforcers are too lazy or greedy for bribes. But we put a stop to robbery and free thinking, and well, we accept a small contribution as a show of thanks. Okay. Why do you want my weapons? Are you going to rebel? To do business, gang leader smiles ingratiatingly. Ingratiatingly? Whatever. We're no rebels. If anyone blasphemes against your lordship, we call the troublemakers to order, and we shed blood for the flagship without fear. I suppose that makes us defenders of the ship. Why stop there? Might as well call yourself saints and say the fate of the whole dynasty rests upon your shoulders. Good one, Adira. You obviously didn't expect anyone to be here. Are the enforcers providing cover for you? I wish. Renzo, the newly appointed captain, had our informant strung up. He's tightening the screws, damn it. Can barely breathe. Blaze, the last time we'll come to pick over this compartment. You have little fingers cut off. What does that mean? It's our gang initiation rite, a fine tradition. By voluntarily removing a finger, the newcomer shows their determination and willingness to join us forever. It's also a badge of honor. He proudly shows off the stump of his little finger. Okay, so what I'm hearing is you're just a bunch of thugs. Make sure order is still being, dished out. Who knows what your order is? All right. Final question. Tell me why I shouldn't execute you on the spot. You could execute us, but who would take our place? Shameless scum who rob and kill to their heart's content? Bastards who accept mutants into their gangs and pray to the arch enemy? There have always been outlaws on the ship. We're better off with outlaws like us, who don't go too far and who keep heretics down. Can't get a good look at his face. I think he's wearing a mask. I'm an arbitrator. And a rogue trader. Like, when it comes to trading with outside forces, I'll be more lenient. When it comes to trading with, or dealing with forces inside my ship, there's only one rule. My rule. All right, team. Oh. I have enforcers and other people, and yeah, I have things taken care of. Criminals on my ship have a single fate: death. What in the void have I been standing here making speeches for? I thought we had ourselves an all right captain. But no, he's a straight-laced type. Bring it on, then your lordliness.
Challenging me was a mistake. Cross them!
Thinking right there. Okay, start battle. Alright, Yadira. Oh wait, hold on.
Was that you? Or... But of course.
There we go. And fire!
No can do. Not this Scryer's job.
Wait, why can't you do it?
That is not my destiny.
Target is too far. Okay, fine.
Cover me!
Attack! Lightning! Why did that do 0?
Out of my way.
Haha, double parry.
Hold on. Let's get to it.
Doubt is for the weak. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Get him! Why did the strike do 0? Effect of this allowing the creature to ignore 1 instant of incoming damage. Oh, they got scrap plating. He's got 1. He's got 1. They got 2.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay. This guy has... This will cost 2.
As the tenants demand, let your soul be purged. I shall not fail.
Don't want to do a crit.
Death is a blessing.
There we go. Yeah. Ah, ah!
As honor ordains. The shadows will see it done.
Oh, he shot your friend.
Can I fall back now?
Oh, he's a dual wielder.
What you've got.
Parry. Parry.
Let's make it quick.
Abelard.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Indeed.
There we go.
Victory is imminent.
Hey. Now it's my turn, motherfuckers.
Let's set this in motion.
By order of the Lex, you are sentenced to death. That's gonna cost me 2 AP. So let's
They
actually.
won't expect this.
Abelard.
At your back and grey hair, sure hand. I will do my duty.
I know what to do.
Oh ho ho.
High momentum.
Plasma overcharge. That's an area attack. He's got. That didn't work.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
Okay. Oh ho ho! Do
I
it!
know what is to come.
Do it! Yeah! Yeah!
On it.
Mental scream!
Mocking me.
Oh, what happened? Contain powers of the warp deals. Okay, so no one took any damage.
Let's get to it.
There is only death. Yours.
You shot.
or
How did you
mine.
shoot your friend like right next to you?
Rejoice in battle,
Ah!
Emperor.
Bella.
Trust me.
Get him! Get him!
Killing
Yes, Cabela!
pleasure.
Good work, Cabela.
As the tenants demand. Trust me. I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
Hold on.
An offering of a broken blade has no use.
Let me help.
Do you think my body was suffering?
Cabela, like, put your sadomasochism aside for a second. You needed healing, okay?
I took care of this one.
Nice. Damn it. Alright, death sentence for you. What? No.
Easy.
Death sentence! Die, heretic!
Did you contemplate your weakness? As said, so done. Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
There we go. Mental scream. Mental scream.
They who discern the future own the battlefield.
Each stack increases this creature's chance to be critically hit. Okay. And then analyze enemy. Goes weakness.
Will do.
Oops. Alright.
I'll do it.
Get him! Good! Ah! Ah!
Power resides in the will of the righteous. faith without you, my emperor.
Burn him some
I'll
more.
do it.
Ow! You shot me! You asshat!
At your beck and call.
And I'll just shoot. Oh, wait.
They won't expect this.
Death sentence!
I know what to do.
There you go, Cabela. Alright, don't fuck up. Well, at least you didn't hit any of our team. So, you didn't fuck up.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Psychic scream!
As the emperor commands, I act.
Let the blood fly!
The shadows will death is a blessing.
Oh ho 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 ho! Thank you for all that. Thank you for all that. Goods. Awesome, we got a bunch of new stuff. It stole from my compartments. I need these compartments to trade.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Anything down here? See anything? Okay.
Onward to victory.
Night fight. Thank you. I've already made a bed for you. Your bed for you. So once you've eaten, you go and rest. Other ones and I will head to the marketplace and leave you in peace. Why did the Emperor send me such a wonderful wife? The hell is happening over here? What the hell is this? Herds of rat carcasses and yellow-green moss stew in the cloudy sludge, along with other unidentifiable ingredients. Why isn't this repaired on my ship?
Keep your senses keen. Stay sharp. Keep your guard up.
Even a place of as small as this, people have managed to set up a small altar at which to pray is relatively clean and well maintained. Book of War Prayers. Wearer deals 10% more damage to Xenos and demons. If the wearer has conviction dogma, this bonus is doubled.
An expected result.
Okay, I've been here. Where's the path down? There it is.
Let's seize the moment.
Hey, what's that?
Always striving for greatness.
Crates are typically used in transport weapons. The worn array markings make it impossible to determine where the shipment came from, and the scuff surfaces indicates that the crates have been frequently moved. The day the Lord Captain wandered into our slum will be remembered in legends. The locals and enforcers call me the foreman. I have no other name. You might say I'm in charge here in this hole of a place. You recognize shaggy red beard and keen black eyes. This is the man who was watching you during the encounter with the enforcer and station worker. Alright, let's do... Well, I saw you at the marketplace. What were you doing there? Watching one of my workers take a beating. I feel sorry for the lad, but there was nothing I could do. Foreman smiles wearily, showing his yellowed teeth. Almost all the front ones have been knocked out. I've stuck my neck out in the past, not doing it again. What is life like on the lower deck? They toil day in and day out for the glory of the ship. The rest of the time they do their best to survive, faced with hunger. The more deranged of the enforcers avoid leprosy, fires, floods, noxious fumes. Foreman lists these on his finger, although he has fewer than nature's average to work with. In a word, it's a decent enough life. If you work, you survive. If you freeload, you also survive if you're clever. Well, and if the God Emperor wills it. What are you cooking in that vat? Believe it or not, this soup made from mold, slime, and technical drain water. Oh, that's great. Has been simmering here in this fat for at least 200 years, non-stop. See the growth on the walls over there? We harvest it, dry it, and use it to season the soup. If we're lucky, the smell attracts void rat, and someone gets to have meat in their bowl. Foreman points a finger proudly toward the vat. It's for those who can't even earn a ration card. I feed them in exchange for services and favors. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. My people keep an eye out for workers trying to eat 2 bowls in one sitting. One is enough to fill your stomach for an entire watch. Some complain about the taste, of course. Ingrates. Alright. Here's some ration cards. Hand these out to the people who need them most. Lord Captain, you've just helped some good families survive. I'll divide the cards among them. And be sure to tell them that it was your lordship who did them this good turn. Give me some of that soup. Let the servants see that any food is a great blessing. I don't think that's a good idea. Mold slime is something of an acquired taste. Takes 2 years, maybe 3 for your stomach to get used to it. Lord Captain, you must be joking, surely. As if he's serious as a void kraken. Pour me a bowl. I know what I'm doing. As you wish. Foreman hands you a bowl of hot, viscous sludge. The smell could be worse. Probably. Substance analysis complete. The outlook is dim. It is recommended that you dispatch authorized units to locate an appropriate successor. Carouse test succeeded. Yes! With the first spoonful comes immediate urge to regurgitate the digesting sludge. disgusting sludge. The heave is followed by dizziness, yet you stoically persist and force the slimy chunk of something indeterminate down your throat. Crowd is gawking at you wide-eyed. Glory to the Emperor who nourishes us. The words echo in absolute silence, which lasts only a moment before the starving poor erupt in prayers to you and to him, tears glistening in their eyes. Lord Captain himself has tried our food and found it worthy. Remember to be grateful for any nourishment, as it is a blessing. It is a blessing. In this world, any nourishment is a fucking blessing. I had to give these people hope. Oh, work to gain more food. Like, the whole fact that we have food shortages does not bode well on my ship. Like, if I can't feed the people who are on my ship, then how is my ship supposed to run? Foreman bellows and roars while discreetly interposing himself between you and the crowd of ecstatic commoners who look like they might otherwise swarm and accidentally trample their overlord in a frenzy of adoration. Items received: hidden auto stimulant. Lord Captain, I beg another second of your attention. Please accept this humble gift from us, the common people of the Bay, for all the good you do us. The most precious thing we could get you, your lordship, or your lordship. If the wearer did not move during their turn or became immobilized, slowed, stunned, or knocked prone, they gain temporary wounds equal to 6. If the wearer has conviction, iron class, all their allies immediately gain the same number of temp. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Where does this go? Here? Oh, it takes over the beads. Any symbols?
Marching ahead.
There's a symbol. Found the symbol. The longer you stare at the mark, the quieter the sounds of the station become. The shadows grow longer and seem to stretch in the direction of an adjacent section. Really?
Onward to victory.
Good.
Now that's interesting.
Duty prevails.
Give our gift to one who sees nothing but hears everything. Then the truth will be revealed to you. Give our gift to the one who sees nothing but hears everything. A half century ago, still affecting the efficiency of... Hold on. 50 years ago? This has been going on. Oh my god. Alright. Well, I can find plenty of workers who need work. Give them food rations.
Venture forth.
One who sees nothing but hears everything. Old man in pitiful rag listens intently to the sound of your footsteps. A stinking piece of cloth is wrapped around his eyes, with greenish pus oozing out from under it. Old man lays his trembling hands protectively on a heap of junk that serves as his bed as well as his table. An empty beggar's mug makes a clinking sound next to his withered leg. Throw a strip of dried ration meat into his mug. Here, have something to eat. Old man ravenously sinks his remaining teeth into the meat tough fibers, but soon gives up chewing and swallows the piece whole. Could this be a true miracle of the Emperor? Or is it just another dream? What happened to your eyes? Void rats gnawed them out while I was sleeping. And the sewer water my wounds were washed with was infected, turns out. Well, yeah, it's sewer water. The pain became a stinging feeling that wouldn't go away and only got worse. How does a blind man manage to survive in a place like this? People help me, good people. Not so good ones too. Scoots his withered arm vacantly around the slum. Next to you, weapons are usually transported in crates like those. I want to look inside. Weapons? Old man sounds frightened and pitiful. How would something like that wind up in our bottom of the bilge compartment? Well, perhaps a gift for you will convince you to show me. I do have iron glass. Do not mean to alarm you. I simply wish to learn more about my people's lives. Your people? Could it be? Our Lord Captain, our benefactor, is it really you? Our gracious Lord, we know you well. Your charity gets us through the day, and we pray for you always. But what are you doing down in this? Please, hurry away before they know you're here. They're plotting something terrible. This crate is where they hide their... Vanguard. Pathetic fool. That's our secrecy gone right down the shitter. Folks were gonna have to make some noise. Common worker, her face so nondescript it looks almost scrubbed off. Is aiming a weapon at you that she produced seemingly out of nowhere. Leave no witnesses, huh?
Your execution is assured.
I will level you!
Why'd you guys kill the blind man? Well, I can't move anyone anywhere because we've been ambushed.
I will leave footprints of scarlet. I shall not.
And bleed.
Trust
And
me.
bleed.
Brings me no pleasure. As our
And
lord
bleed.
lives, the other side awaits. The shadows will see it done.
Acrobatic artistry. Ah ha ha.
Your soul
Oh, ho, ho.
purged.
Pascal. Grenade out.
Memory of this righteous moment. My vow is to serve.
I can't stand it!
Flesh is weak, yet iron knows no pain.
Alright. And their next attack is -1 AP, so it basically gives me a free attack. And
I'll do it.
fire. Get them.
Is a prayer eradicated. I am his will made manifest.
Kill.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
And Emily. This isn't Rivals or RV. Well, I also have a lot of plans today.
I'll do it. Each strike is a prayer. Faith without deed eradicated.
Only like 2 of them left. Or 3 of them left.
I'll do it.
Hey, don't kill the foreman, we just got him.
Here we go.
Pain cleanses the body.
Cover me!
Psychic scream.
Anything else? Be gone!
Momentum.
Ah, my turn.
Easy.
You there! You're under arrest! Motherfucker.
Witness my resolve.
Doubt is for the weak.
Yeah. You get up there and you murderize them.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Who's cutting? Oh, you guys. You guys are cutting. That wasn't myrtleized. Now he's myrtleized. You able to? No. Able to switch guns and shoot this motherfucker? Yeah! Fire! Oh, that didn't get him. Fire again, Argenta! Okay. Abelard, get over here. Fire your auto pistol. Okay.
Victory is imminent.
Alright, you get over there, Cabela. Oh, whoops. Alright. Annihilate him. You know what to do. Unload into him. Fire, Argenta!
In my heart.
Are you alright, Lord Captain? Those cutthroats didn't hurt you, I hope. Man's prosthetic leg has been shot, and it carries his weight awkwardly. What in the throne's name was that? I'm not sure. Perhaps those freeloaders believed in the tales of Nemesite? As it happens, I've complained to the Bast, to Captain Frenzo, about some idiots who've been painting pictures on the walls, citing people, and what did he say? I got everything under control. Had I known it would come to this, I'd have nabbed those sods and thrown them into the pestilence pit myself. And now they'll be pestered by enforcers to no end, void, damn it all. Alright, who is Nemesiti? Just a story to tell around here. There's this chap they say wanders the lower decks, helping poor who can't earn a living for themselves and standing up to the officers and enforcers in defense of the weak. Except he's just a story and nothing more. I'll be speaking to Captain Frenzo about what happened. Well, in your case, he'll certainly hear you out and not, you know, I see the Bloodspun's Web Temple. Do you know where it is? Cultists don't let people like me in or on their rites and mysteries. I'm grateful to them for their service to the God Emperor, but to be honest, I can't go behind their love of death. I'm much too fond of living. Stolen autocannon? Holy shit. Auto guns instead of icons. Holy gifts cargo, nice. Reinforced thermoplasm. Juice cartons of low stick. Huh. Okay, I did say it was going to be a short one today. I think I'm going to end it there, because I gotta go pick up my dogs and work on my cosplay. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. You know, do that whole shebang. See more. Comment down below what you thought about my decision making in Rogue Trader so far. And if you're on Twitch, follow to see more and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you all so much. I'll be back on tomorrow, hopefully around 10. Hopefully. This week's been hectic. And yeah. Tomorrow I'll be playing, what is tomorrow? The 24th? Could be Battlefield, could be Marvel Rivals, RV there yet? One of those. Thank you all so much. Y'all